do I need to do? Okay, fire department, and whatever you need to do as far as application permits, whatever, that's fine, you know.
Well, and don't, I mean, and I know we're gonna talk about this more in detail later, but typically doesn't some permits and other things go along with having to have a dumpster too? Because obviously you're doing work somewhere, so. Okay. Any other discussion on ordinance? We'll move on to correspondence, however, we don't have any correspondence unless something has come in since we wrote the agenda. No correspondence. So at this time, Ms. Beachy will provide us with the manager's report.
Okay, some of these I went over already, but recommendation for awarding the community center painting to Tom Brisky came in at the lowest estimate by 50%, and all of the references checked out. I already covered the police garage. Clearview Phase 3 actually started this morning. Completion is expected to take about 2 months for that. Valley Street paving should be complete by the end of this week. We have a pre-construction meeting for Woodlawn and Crafton Boulevard scheduled for this Thursday. Looking at mid to late June for start of work. As we're at the 9th, it's probably now into late June, beginning of July. Items under the Park and Rec. The Recreation Board is taking over responsibility for the house tour, which is scheduled for Sunday, December 14th. Just as last year, the Doxa Church will be doing community service efforts again here in the borough, starting the week of June 16th, of focusing back on the mini golf area as well as Clearview Trail. Public Works contract still in negotiations, meeting scheduled for this Thursday. We're very close to terms on that. I'm hopeful by the end of this month we'll have something for council to review. In relation to this year's salt contract and the issues that we had, we met with members of the Char West COG and Director of SHACOG to discuss some of the issues in regards to the contract that's going to be re-signed here this year. Mostly speaking to what the emergency provisions were, speaking to what we had issues with getting salt this year, and the terms of those contract and not following that contract. And there was also discussion about pulling out of SHACOG and the folks from Char West going independent of that contract. As that information becomes available, I will let you know. Met with the engineer to look at the heat remediation in the district magistrate's office. I did speak with that engineer this afternoon, and that looks to be about a $20,000 to $25,000 adjustment to be able to, I guess, more centralize the heat and cold in that building. There's some other options I'm looking at present, but that will determine how we proceed with that magistrate contract. I completed and delivered the application to Allegheny County for funding for the multi-municipal comprehensive plan. Spoke additionally with the LGA in regards to questions about our applications for funds in the amount of $25,000 with them. The application to LGA looks very good. The county does as well. So as soon as I hear from those parties, I will keep council notified.
Any questions for Ms. Beachy? And I'm sorry that I did skip over comprehensive planning, which is April's responsibility, but since she's not in attendance, is anyone speaking on her behalf?
I just covered there at the end, so.
Great.
If there are no other questions, then we'll move on to the business agenda. So under ordinance, I will entertain a motion to authorize advertisement of the proposed ordinances relating to yard sales and intermunicipal liquor license transfers.
Second.
Roll call vote?
I want to ask for discussion.
Oh, sorry,
That's okay.
any discussion? No discussion? Roll.
Mr. Van Winkel, to advertise.
The yard sale.
To advertise.
It's
And
gonna
the
be
liquor
tweaked.
license.
Yeah, we're advertising.
It's gonna be tweaked with the permit thing out and the money thing
This
out.
is just to advertise.
Okay. Yes.
Mr. O'Brien.
Yes.
Mr. Phillips.
Yes.
Ms. Van Winkel.
Yes. I will entertain a motion to approve 2 fundraisers to be held The first one to be held on Sunday, June 22nd, 2014 at 6:30 PM, the Crafton Pool Barbecue. The second is the rescheduling of Gala Under the Stars from July 18th to August 9th, 2014, with a fee per person to be determined based on cost to be held at the Crafton Swimming Pool, and permission to provide food and alcoholic beverage with proceeds to benefit the Crafton Pool renovation projects.
Oh,
Do a motion?
so moved.
Yeah, second. That's it. So moved.
Are there any discussion or questions regarding these two fundraisers?
That's, the liquor thing is just a two-time thing to raise money for the borough and.
For the pool
Not gonna get out of
renovation,
control. with
Correct.
that. Okay.
correct?
I'm sorry?
It's just twice to raise money for the pool. Correct.
We don't issue liquor permits in the, okay.
No, correct.
Roll call vote.
Mr. Amendola,
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien,
Yes.
Mr. Phillips,
Yes.
Ms. Amendola.
Yes. And lastly, I'll entertain a motion to hire Dale Ross as a swim coach for the Crafton Crocodiles swim team.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions regarding this motion? Hearing no questions, roll call vote.
Mr. O'Brien,
Yes.
Mr. Phillips,
Yes.
Mr. Amendola.
Yes.
And Ms. Amendola.
Yes. That is all for the business agenda. Are there any additional citizens' comments regarding anything that we spoke about on the agenda tonight? If so, you could please speak, come to the microphone and indicate your name and your address in your comments. Hearing no comments. If there is no other business before our council, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.